Welcome, friends. This is the Breastfeeding Blueprint. This is a free breastfeeding program because I believe this information should be made available to every single mom for free. In this program, I will include everything you need to know to confidently breastfeed from pregnancy to weaning. By the end of this program, you will be a complete expert on breastfeeding and can head into your breastfeeding journey with empowerment, confidence, and knowledge. Make sure you go through the playlist in order so you don't miss a single detail within this program. And I have all kinds of other free resources, breastfeeding must have, breastfeeding gear, and so much more linked in the description box below. So you're going to want to check that out. Make sure you like this video so that more moms can have access to this information worldwide. I am so excited to have you here. My name is Brittany, and I'm a certified breastfeeding counselor here to help you on your journey. I'm a stay-at-home mom to 3 children, all of whom I've had the luxury of breastfeeding. After struggling and almost quitting breastfeeding with my first baby, I was determined to make it work. When I made it to the 1-year mark, I felt such a euphoric feeling successfully breastfeeding the entire year and knew that I wanted to help other moms accomplish these breastfeeding goals too. I became a certified breastfeeding coach and educator so that I could help women like you successfully breastfeed with confidence. Before we get into all the fun details like latching and positioning, I want you to fully understand how breast milk works, how your body operates, and the effects this choice has on both you and your baby. It really is absolutely fascinating how everything works together to play a critical role in yours and your baby's life. So let's start with talking about the properties of breast milk. Breast milk is nothing short of miraculous. It's not just a source of nutrition, it's a living, dynamic substance that evolves to meet your baby's unique needs. First, let's talk about what makes breast milk so unique. Unlike formula, which is static, breast milk is a living fluid. It contains live cells, including white blood cells and stem cells, that actively support your baby's health. These living components work together to fight infections, repair tissues, and promote healthy development. Breast milk is also customized specifically for your baby. When you breastfeed, your baby's saliva interacts with receptors in your breast tissue, signaling your body to produce milk that meets their exact nutritional and immune needs. For example, if your baby is fighting an infection, your breast milk will increase its levels of immune boosting components, such as antibodies and white blood cells, to help them recover faster. Another remarkable feature of breast milk is that it evolves over time to support your baby's growth and development. In the early days, you produce colostrum, which is packed with antibodies and proteins to help protect your newborn. As your baby grows, your milk transitions to mature milk, providing a perfect balance of nutrients for optimal growth. Even as your baby starts eating solids, breast milk continues to adapt, ensuring they receive the right nutrients and immune support. And we're going to cover this in so much more detail. Breast milk is a literal superfood. It has over 200 unique components, including vitamins and minerals, antibodies, digestive enzymes, hormones, prebiotics and probiotics, proteins and fats, carbohydrates, and other active components. Breast milk is often called nature's perfect food, and for good reason. It's designed to meet all your baby's nutritional needs during their early months of life, providing the perfect balance of nutrients for growth and development. Let's start with proteins. Breast milk contains a unique balance of casein and whey proteins in a 40-60 ratio. This ratio makes breast milk much easier for babies to digest compared to cow's milk, which has a higher casein content. These proteins also serve as building blocks for your baby's rapidly growing body, helping to develop muscles, tissues, and organs. Next, we have fats, which make up about 50% of the calories in breast milk. Breast milk is rich in DHA and ARA, essential fatty acids that are critical for brain and eye development. These fats also provide the energy your baby needs to explore their world and grow stronger each and every day. The primary carbohydrate in breast milk is lactose, which accounts for about 7% of its composition. Lactose not only provides a steady source of energy, but also helps feed beneficial gut bacteria, promoting a healthy digestive system. This is especially important for establishing a robust immune system and preventing digestive issues like colic. Breast milk is packed with essential vitamins and minerals in forms that are highly bioavailable, meaning they're easy for your baby's body to absorb and use. For example, we have vitamin D, which supports strong bones and teeth, calcium and iron, which promote healthy skeletal and blood development, zinc, which boosts immune function and aids in cell repair and growth. Breast milk and formula are both designed to nourish babies, but they are fundamentally different in their composition and how they support your baby's development. Let's break down these differences. First, breast milk is a living fluid. If you look at it under a microscope, you will literally see it moving. It contains active components like antibodies which protect against infections and illnesses, white blood cells that fight off harmful bacteria and viruses, and lactoferrin, which promotes healthy gut bacteria and prevents harmful bacteria from thriving. In contrast, formula is made up of static ingredients, processed proteins, fats, carbohydrates, and added vitamins. They don't have that same living protective qualities. Another unique feature of breast milk is that it adapts to your baby's specific needs. Its composition changes during a feeding, transitioning from a watery fore milk for hydration to fatty hind milk for calories. And as your baby grows, breast milk evolves to match their nutritional needs. Even when you or your baby are sick, breast milk adjusts to produce extra antibodies to fight that illness. Formula, while nutritionally complete, remains the same from one bottle to the next, unable to adjust to your baby's changing needs. Breast milk contains over 200 unique components that cannot be replicated in formula, including hormones that regulate baby's growth and metabolism, enzymes that aid in digestion, and growth factors that help develop your baby's organs and tissues. These components contribute to breast milk's unmatched ability to nourish and protect your baby at every stage. Formula is a safe and viable alternative for families who choose it or need it. However, it does not provide the same immune-boosting properties, adaptive nature, and unique living components that are found in breast milk. It's important to remember that every family's feeding journey is unique, and formula can still support a baby's growth and development when breastfeeding just isn't an option. Here in this chart, you can see the absolutely unmatched value in breast milk versus formula. No matter how hard formula markets themselves to be close to breast milk, the nutritional value is just untouchable. In just one drop of breast milk, there is approximately 1 million white blood cells to help your baby's immune system. That is just absolutely insane to me. And let's talk about building baby's immune system. Breast milk provides the baby's first line of defense against infections and illnesses. One of the key immune components in breast milk is antibodies, particularly immunoglobulin. Sorry, that is so hard for me to say. It's also known as IgA. IgA coats your baby's gut lining, creating a barrier that prevents harmful bacteria and viruses from entering the bloodstream. This protection is essential for newborns whose immune systems are still developing. Breast milk also contains living white blood cells which fights infections directly. These cells actively target and destroy bacteria and viruses that your baby may come in contact with. Another powerful component is lactoferrin, a protein with a dual role. It binds to iron, a nutrient harmful bacteria needs to grow, essentially starving them. At the same time, it promotes the growth of healthy gut flora, which supports digestion and boosts immunity. Breast milk also contains, bear with me, oligosaccharides, which are complex sugars with two important jobs. They feed beneficial gut bacteria, helping to establish a healthy microbiome. They act as decoys for harmful pathogens, trapping and neutralizing them before they can even cause harm. One of the most fascinating aspects of breast milk is its ability to adapt. It doesn't just provide nutrition, it evolves in real time to meet your baby's needs, whether during a single feeding or throughout different stages of their development. Let's start with how breast milk changes within just a single feeding. At the beginning of a session, you produce something called foremilk. It's lighter, it's watery, and it's hydrating. Think of it as a thirst quencher for your baby, perfect for starting the feeding. As the session progresses, your milk transitions into something called hind milk. This is thicker and richer in fat and calories. Hind milk is like the main course, helping your baby feel full and providing the energy needed for growth and development. This transition ensures that your baby gets the right balance of hydration and nutrition during every feeding. Now let's talk about how breast milk evolves over the weeks after birth. Colostrum is the first milk your body produces, often referred to as that liquid gold. It's thick, yellow, and packed with antibodies and proteins to protect your baby during their most vulnerable early days. This stage lasts about 2 to 5 days. Next comes the transitional milk, produced between days 5 and 14. It bridges the gap between colostrum and mature milk, gradually increasing in volume and nutritional content to match your baby's growing appetite. By about 2 weeks, you produce mature milk. This is the fully developed milk that will sustain your baby long term. It's perfectly balanced with proteins, fats, carbohydrates, and bioactive components to support your baby's growth and immune health. Let's explore the ways breast milk changes beyond the basics of feeding and growth. Breast milk has a unique ability to adjust to harmful viruses and bacteria in your environment. When you're exposed to a virus or bacteria, your body creates antibodies to fight it off. Then these antibodies are passed directly into your milk, offering your baby personalized immune protection. This is why it's so important to continue nursing when you're sick. Far from harming your baby, breastfeeding while unwell will actually boost their immune system and help protect them from that same illness. Your breast milk also just doesn't protect against current threats. It also contains immunity properties that you have built up throughout your lifetime. This means your baby benefits from the years of immune defense your body has already developed, giving them a head start in their own immune health. As your baby grows and ages, your breast milk evolves to meet their changing needs. For example, the levels of fat, protein, and other nutrients shift to support developmental milestones like brain growth or increased physical activity. This adaptability ensures that your baby always gets the nutrition they need at every stage of their growth journey. Like, this is incredible, guys. Breast milk can even change during the time of day. Like, what? That's crazy. During the daytime, breast milk is often lighter, offering hydration and energy to keep your baby alert. And then at night, your breast milk contains higher levels of fat to help your baby feel full and support longer stretches of sleep. It's amazing, absolutely amazing how breast milk naturally aligns with your baby's rhythm, offering what they need to thrive at literally any given moment. Breastfeeding isn't just about feeding your baby, it's a deeply emotional experience that fosters connection, comfort, and well being for both you and your little one. So let's explore real quickly how breastfeeding goes beyond nutrition to create a meaningful bond. Breastfeeding triggers the release of oxytocin, often called the love hormone. Oxytocin helps mothers bond with their baby, creating a sense of closeness and trust. But it doesn't stop there. Oxytocin also reduces stress for both mom and baby, promoting relaxation and emotional stability. This calming effect is one reason why breastfeeding is often described as a magical experience. Beyond emotional bonding, breastfeeding plays a significant role in your baby's brain development. Breast milk is rich in DHA, cholesterol, and bioactive components, all of which are critical for forming and strengthening neural connections. Studies have shown that babies who are breastfed often display enhanced cognitive development and problem solving skills, laying the groundwork for a lifetime of learning and growth. For babies, breastfeeding provides more than just nourishment. It offers a profound sense of comfort and security. The act of nursing creates a soothing, familiar environment where your baby feels safe and loved. This comfort contributes to the development of secure attachment, which is essential for building emotional resilience and confidence as they grow. Here's what research has to say about breast milk. Breastfed babies have 50% fewer ear infections in their first year, a 40% reduced risk of respiratory infections, a lower risk of developing allergies, asthma, and chronic diseases later in life, cognitive benefits. Studies have shown that breastfed babies score higher on IQ test by an average of 5 to 7 points, and long-term health. Breastfeeding reduces the risk of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease in your baby. We're going to be covering this in greater details in the next module, along with how it impacts you as a mother too, so you're going to want to go ahead and click the next video to learn more.